Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. Get ready for another Splurge, Stalk, or Save. Yes, this is my version of Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. First of all, love Sam. Thank you so much for this wonderful, fun series. I always enjoy doing this one, and I really enjoy watching these as well. I just love getting to know everybody's thoughts. For me, this is all about, will I splurge and get this at launch? Will I save my money and not get it at all? Or am I gonna stalk the site and wait for a sale? You know I love a good sale. I also love a good bit of gab about makeup. And boy, today I'm feeling a little sassy. It's been a day, and some of these makeup releases, can we just? Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Like more of this series here on my channel, I would say that I'm doing one of these about every 2 or 3 weeks. So yes, I will be chatting about some things that are maybe already launched. To be honest, I just don't have the time to pop this into my schedule every week, and I really, to be honest, would find it a little bit redundant. I don't need to hear about that every week, and I'm sure you don't either. But we're gonna talk about some of the highlights or lowlights, depending on how you look at it today. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, let's just start off. Let's start off with ColourPop. I'm here on the Tread Mood, and you can see this reel here. She's showcasing the new Winnie the Pooh series. Okay. So the most exciting thing for me about this is thinking about things that are themed with honey. I love honey. I love honey scented things. I love honey tasting things. I don't know if any of these are going to be things that I need. It's been a long time since I bought a ColourPop. So here we have an eyeshadow palette, which to me is like very meh, not a need at all. Like the cuteness of it would be great, but really it just is like, it's somewhere between fall vibes and unsaturated spring vibes. It's like, it's a fall palette to me. It's a fall palette. It's like a tipping into fall, sort of like, like very mellow palette. Oh my gosh, these swatches. Definitely not a need. First of all, it's like kind of like meh. And I believe three of the shadows in here are that eyeshadow formula that nobody wants. It's that matte with sparkle in it that, like, if you blend that out at all, the sparkle goes everywhere other than staying on your eyes. No, no, and no. And then we have 3, I believe they're the Luxe Lip Glosses. Yeah, it looks like the glosses. Not really a need. I don't hate the ColourPop glosses, but I certainly don't love them either. The Super Shock Cheeks, I don't need any of these either. The only thing that sounds interesting is the Honeypot Lip Scrub and Mask Duo. It says that it smells like honey. I don't really need another lip mask. I don't need another lip scrub. And potted things are just not always my favorite. I just don't love digging my fingers in. No, I don't need any of this. Thank you, ColourPop, for saving me some money. Okay, here is something that I want to talk about. So we have the Block Obsessions palettes from Huda Beauty. So you have mattes, metallics, baked flake shadows, and debossed water-activated cake liners. Okay, so right away, the split pan drives me nuts. I mean, you're talking about a 9-pan palette with a split pan. One of those pans is split. Like, what kind of eyeshadow brush are you gonna get in there? Like a pencil brush. You're basically gonna be able to use a pencil brush in that one. And I mean, how many people do you know that like a flake shadow? I mean, these shadows, okay, so this color combination I kind of like. I don't know about that first shade, that like very pastel, yeah, that very pastel shade on the very like left, and then that yellow shade. I'm not sure how well that will work on deeper skin tones. Nah. Okay, this YSL cushion thingamajigger. I love the packaging. I really do. I think it's sexy and kind of badass, but definitely not a need. But this did kind of catch my eye. I thought at first maybe it was like a cream highlight or something inside, and then I was like, oh no, it's cushion foundation. I don't need that. Okay, another rosy toned, mauve toned palette. We have the Mod collection from Sigma. Now I do have to say, I really enjoy Sigma. I love their glosses. I think that they are really nice. Sigma, of course, has decent brushes. I only have, do I have any? Oh, the only eyeshadow palette that I have from Sigma is the little Rendezvous. It was like a 5-pan palette. I did gift out some Sigma palettes. I got some friends the Untamed palette and totally didn't count right and did not buy myself one. So I do not have it. I've been waiting. I've been really waiting for a palette to intrigue me to be able to buy, because I would really like to try another one of those, because I did like the eyeshadow palette, the little mini one that I got. So what else here? Of course we have the Peeps. I mean, seriously, ColourPop has like 3 or 4 launches going right now. This is just getting ridiculous. It's just getting irritating at this point. Okay. The Clionadh launch. Can we talk about this? Okay, I fully knew well and good that I was going to be talking about this today. All right, I just moved over to the Clionadh page so that we can talk about this. So, like so many indie eyeshadow lovers, I have been anticipating this launch for a very, very long time. They started releasing a few of the products, and right away I was like, nope, I don't need either of these. First of all, I'm not really in love with the like see-through plastic packaging. I will say it's like a little bit unique to what's been coming out right now, but these honestly sort of look, this right now looks a little bit like the Clinique pop blushes mixed with like a Makeup Revolution dupe, something that you would find like in the drugstore or something. It just is it's a little cheap to me, and it's got a beautiful product on the inside, but the packaging is a little cheap. It's a little kid-like. However, these highlighters, I truly don't see these working on anybody less than medium skin tone. And I know that I've seen a couple lighter skinned people use the lightest shade very lightly on their cheeks, but it still creates a cast, a shadow. You're going to have that with a highly reflective formula. So if you are medium to deep skin tone, congratulations. There's a brand that made a product that's probably gonna look great on you, yay. But I don't need these. I don't love the packaging. I don't need to get these as like single shadows. It's a no for me. So then moving into the brushes. So here's the thing. I totally had zero interest in these brushes. So it's $31.90 for 6 of these brushes. Now I have to say, I think they're cute. It's not necessarily my aesthetic. Like normally I think they're super, super cute, but it's a little bit more jazzy, I guess, than I am. I guess I just tend to go towards like classy. These are more like fun and poppy. They're cute. They're super cute. But when I watched Millie from Bad to the Brow, she said that she was loving these brushes, and now I'm like, oh, do I need these? I very well might. I might get these brushes. I think that the little bag is cute. Like if you're into that whole, again, it's like this like fun theme. I do have to say I love how it's seated on the inside. Like if you see inside the bag, that's super cute. I don't need a bag. I don't need a bag at all. It's not really my style. I won't be picking that up. The nail polishes, again, I won't be picking up. I don't really normally paint my own nails. I get them done. Okay, now into the pièce de résistance, the one that everybody had been waiting for, the flipping palette. The palette. Again, instantly when I saw this palette, I thought, okay, this looks like Makeup Revolution is trying to do the escape pod from Kaleidos. That is what I thought. I'm already getting a little sassy and I'm starting to move towards the middle. So right away, I was like, pink. There is so much pink in here. There are 4 leaning to 5 pinks. I mean, look at these swatches. You've got a light strawberry pink on the top. You have a pink with orange reflect in the middle. You have 2 pinks on the bottom, one a little bit lighter, one a little bit deeper. It's so much pink. Also in that middle row, you also have that like iridescent pink on the left side. Now, I know that some people have been like a little bit, I don't want to say bummed, maybe bummed that this is a full shimmer palette. I actually appreciate that because I will just pull out a matte palette to go along with this. If I'm going to be paying for Clionadh shadows, I'd rather just pay for their beautiful like shimmer duo multi-chromes. I have no problem with that. I do, however, wish that this was a little bit more varied in color. I think that the greens in here are pretty, but this is a lot of pink. It's a lot of pink, a little bit of peach, and a couple greens and 1 purple. I'm just like, Now that being said, I'm probably buying this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna buy this because I'm looking at this as like a way to get some more single shadows from Clionadh. I mean, if we look here at the price, you are looking at $59.40 USD for 13 shades, and you get 6 different formulas. So not all of these are going to be like stained glass shadows, if you will. But I also really love the circle pans, the round pans, I never know what the heck to call them, but the less expensive formulas from Clionadh. So I'm really interested in the formula difference here. I'm looking forward to having these. I'm hoping that these pop out. I think that these are magnetic and you'll be able to pop these out. I don't know if they're labeled on the bottom. To be honest, if they aren't, that's gonna really be a bummer because I don't know that I would take the time to label them. But I'm just looking at this as having some more Clionadh shadows, singles. Like, I'm a single lover. I can just pull these out, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. The palette is just, it's just a little cheap to me. I don't know, it just does not speak to me aesthetically. And I will say, I also don't really know their collaborator, Emily Violet Marie. I did go ahead and watch her launch video just to kind of like get a vibe. So this seems to be more her aesthetic, which it kind of makes sense. If you're collaborating with someone, you're gonna go kind of with their aesthetic. Now, that being said, again, I'm probably getting this one because to me, it's not really about the packaging, it's about what's inside. I appreciate a good package. I also feel like there's a lot of little details that went into a lot of the collection, like into the box. I love the, you know, there's talk about how it's like embossed on the outside and there's like the dragon fruit seeds on the inside of the box. I don't keep the boxes, y'all. I don't keep the boxes, I throw them away. So I feel like there's a lot of attention to detail in places that maybe should have been shifted elsewhere. I mean, I'm so sorry. I love Clionadh so much as a brand. I think that they have really high quality products. This whole vibe just isn't mine. I also have to say, they just today released that they are doing stencils. They're doing these like dragon fruit stencils. You can buy the full set for just over $7, or you can purchase each for around $2 a piece. Okay. I just feel like this is something that they should just be kind of giving out. Because if you think about it, if you're a creator, this is basically Clionadh getting free marketing. They're getting free marketing off of you swatching these. So if they just wanted to like throw a little swatch stencil in to be like, hey, put this on Instagram, we're gonna love getting the free marketing. But I just don't think it should be like, pay $7 for us to be able to get some free material for social media. That's just me. Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm sorry, I'm bitter. Let's keep going. Okay, let's take a look at these Powder Kiss Velvet Blur Slim Sticks from MAC. I know my friend Kara from Beauty and the Frizz is kind of interested in these. I think it looks interesting. I mean, there's not a lot about the formula here. I'm wondering, let me just zoom in on this beautiful model here. Yeah, they don't look crazy matte, but they also don't look quite satin. It looks somewhere in between. This looks interesting. I'm curious to see swatches of these. This might be a nice option. I have not bought a MAC lip product in a very, very long time. Can we talk a little bit about this Bounce Magic Fit Creamy Bronzer and Highlighter Duo? This looks kind of interesting. I've not bought anything, well, I think the Beauty Blender has their like foundation. I didn't ever try that. I haven't even swatched it, but these look really interesting. Like I'm trying to get a vibe for how big it is though. Like I like that idea though. I like the idea of like a creamy matte bronzer. Yeah, this is a cream, right? So this says it's a matte bronzer to smooth and blur the skin with velvety texture and blend seamlessly for a natural definition. It interacts with your skin's unique pH for a custom buildable bronze in moments. That sounds like marketing BS, but a bouncy gel cream highlighter infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin C for a soft dimensional radiant finish, $32, and they have 4 shades. I don't understand what it is with all of this vitamin C being put into makeup. Like, okay, a bronzer and a highlighter is probably going over top of your skincare ingredients that you already have on, right? Like, so you probably have other skincare, a moisturizer, hopefully an SPF, foundation, tinted moisturizer, concealer, something, and then you're putting this bronzer, probably a blush, and then this highlight over the top. But God knows that that hyaluronic acid and vitamin C is gonna be doing your skin good. Probably not. Probably not. Okay. That being said, if these have a really nice texture, I would kind of be interested. I could see this being a very quick grab and go for on the road, going on a holiday, if I ever get to do that. So this I'm actually slightly tempted by. When does it say that it launches? It just says coming soon, which for me, since this was on April 4th, they might already be out. All right, I do want to talk about this really quick. Obviously, if you are not new to my channel, you probably already know I have this palette. This is the Paradise Island palette from Nomad Cosmetics. I'm loving this palette. If you are a spring color vibrant lover, if you love some pastels, but maybe the Natasha Denona palette left you wanting some more depth, some more variation, some more color, you might want to check this one out. I do have a 3 looks video here up on my channel. I'll pop it up there in case you want to see it, but this one is so, so good. I'm really enjoying this one. It's probably my favorite Nomad Cosmetics palette. Spoiler alert. All right, let's head over to Makeup Release Radar. I do want to look at a few of these things. Oh, look at this beautiful little color collection from Tammy Tanuka. This Silk and Gold set is so cute. I think that these are loose pigments, so I definitely wouldn't be picking them up probably, but this is such a cute set. Obviously right now we can't enjoy our Tammy Tanuka pretties. Well, obviously we can enjoy our Tammy Tanuka if you are lucky enough to have some. I don't have any yet. I've been wanting to try the brand, but obviously we have to wait until they can accept payment. So I have not tried CXC Beauty. I've heard really good things. They are releasing a signature set and refresh champagne infused setting mist. Champagne infused. It's saying that champagne is an antioxidant. That must be why I look so youthful. I'm just kidding. I don't actually have the budget to drink that much champagne. Okay, but this says it has green tea, vitamin E, cucumber, rose, and glycerin. I mean, I like the little bottle actually. How much is this? $24. It's not a need for me right now, but I would be curious to see what everyone's saying. Honestly, I have so many setting mists right now. I need to like not buy anything for like a year, I swear. All right, let's take a peek at this new Adept Cosmetics. So I have to say, I mean, it's only a 9-pan, but I really love this like teal orange combo. This is very cute. This is the House of L palette. Yeah, I like this. Okay, very, very cute. So it's coming soon. It does not say how much it's going to be on here. It says there are 9 shades, very limited edition, new shimmer formula, and extreme shine. This one I'm going to be keeping my eyes on. I don't have any Adept palettes yet. I just have never pulled the trigger. This could be very interesting. 3 out of the 9 are mattes, so that's something to keep in mind. If you're a matte lover, if you don't want as many mattes, okay, I'm gonna keep my eye out on this one. All right, so here is the new Dose of Colors Truffle collection. I have to say, I love the Dose of Colors eyeshadow formula. I think it's really nice. It looks like they have a few lip products. It looks like, let's see, a liquid lipstick and a lip gloss set, a blush. There's a hoodie if you're interested. What is it? Why are we going back into all of these rosy shades? I thought like the trend had just left. I feel like it had just left the building. Now we're hopping right back in. Everybody's pulling out these roses, these mauve palettes. This is a pretty palette. I don't need it. I feel like I have pretty much all of these colors, especially considering that I just bought the Patrick Ta palette. Moving on, here we have What's Up Beauty. This is the Geodes palette. I have to say, to be honest, the thing that I think is most beautiful about this is the packaging on this palette. I mean, look at that beautiful like marbling that mimics a geode. It's so pretty. The color story is pretty. I know I've seen a couple videos using this palette and the shimmers do look very shimmery, very pretty. It's just, again, it's a little bit muted for me. I just don't think I need this one. So I am going to pass on this one. This is the first time I've heard of this brand though, so I'm keeping an eye out on them. I'm following them on Instagram now and I'm gonna see what they have coming in the future. Okay, these blush shades from Give Me Glow look stunning. They look so, so stunning. I have to say, the only thing I wish is that they had, but I have to say, the only thing that I kind of wish is that they had non-matte formula. If they had something that was more of like a satin, I think that would be really, really pretty. I mean, a couple of these, oh my gosh, that like beautiful, vivid, like pinky purple, the one that's right next to it. So many of these, they look beautiful. I would give these a go if there was like a little bit of a sheen to them. If you love a matte blush, I think that these could be really interesting. I would think though that they look highly, highly pigmented, like majorly saturated. So fluffy brush, use a fluffy brush. That's just my guess. Ooh, we have some new springy shades of the Stila Cosmetics Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. These honestly are very pretty. I really enjoyed this formula. I know it's sort of like old school now, but they are a very great way to get some sparkle and glitter on the eye. The thing is that they dry up. So for me, having so much makeup, and I know that when I did my cream and liquid eyeshadow declutter, which by the way, if you want to see that, I'll link it up here. But I was like half of these are dried out. Whoops. So granted, I had purchased them a long time ago, but it was like, okay, I probably won't use these all that much. I have so many liquid and cream shadows. I of course have the Danessa Myricks Color Fix and I have the Sydney Grace that I love. So I am set on creams for a long while. Okay, wait, do we actually have something that's called Kronzer? I mean, I've never used Be Perfect before, but with a name like Kronzer, like it's just a little cringy. Cringy Kronzer, let me tell you. I already have so many cream bronzers in my collection. I don't really need to add here, but they do look like they have like quite a variety of shades, so I will give them that, but this is gonna be a pass for me. Okay, we have 3 new lid lusters by Victoria Beckham. These all look very pretty. I've heard good things about these. I mean, not like, oh my gosh, amazing, you need to have them, but I have heard good things. You know, Victoria Beckham is on my list. They're on my list. I really, really want to try this brand, but I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting until there's maybe a new lipstick shade, maybe? I don't even know. There was already a new lipstick shade this spring and I didn't pull the trigger. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I think I'm waiting for Victoria Beckham herself to like call me and be like, excuse me, you need to spend the high price tag on these. You're going to love them. And then that's maybe gonna be when I do it. Okay, you had to know that I was gonna talk about this one. So the Wayne Goss Cream Foundation. This is the luxury cream foundation. There is also a weightless powder and a poreless beauty puff. I know there is a lot of controversy around this product right now. There are 12 shades, and I know I've talked to creators of all different skin tones, and some people with darker skin tones said that they feel really disappointed. Some said that they felt like it was pretty even because it was like Wayne chose to launch a few light shades, a few medium shades, and a few deep shades. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up the swatches here. So it looks to me like there are 3 deep shades, 4 medium shades, and like 5 light shades, including number 12, which is like essentially white. And I did watch Wayne's video where he talks about like using the white to adjust. But here's the thing, even for me as being like a light skin tone person, I don't, especially with a luxury product, I don't want to have to buy 2 to get my perfect shade. Like that just takes the value down even more. And I know that he talked about like, then you can use it as a multi-purpose product. You can use it to highlight your face. You could use it to conceal in a little bit lighter way. I had considered picking this one up, but honestly, it's so full coverage. That's really not my jam. I feel like I would end up having to mix it with something anyway. And so then it's like, if I'm having to mix this with a white to get my perfect shade or to highlight with it, and then I'm also having to mix it with something to dilute it a little bit, I think I'm gonna pass on this one for right now. I don't really need another foundation. I did just get the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation, which to me is something that I wanted to add to my collection because the finish of it is different than what I mostly have. I have a lot of glowy stuff, and you know that I bought the Sneaky Balm. I bought the Sneaky Balm from Salt, New York right after I said, I'm not getting any foundation for a while, so I've already picked up 2 this year. I'm good for a while. I'm not gonna pick this one up. So again, I'm kind of coming back to roundabout to where like, talking about these shades, I do feel like if you take that white shade out of the gambit, because really that is going to be a mix-in. It's a mix-in for any of the other foundations, really. It is leaning light. I just feel like if you started out with 9 core shades, so you have 3 shades in light that are neutral, cool, warm. You have 3 medium shades that are neutral, cool, warm, and then 3 deeper shades that are in that same similar undertone. And then you have a light and a dark adjuster, and then let's say you have one that's like to warm up or to add olive tones. I think that's probably the way I would have gone if I was gonna do 12 shades, because then I do feel like the deepest shade could be used to mix in with your foundation to create contour. The lightest shade could be used to create highlight. Like that's gonna be your goal here. You kind of have to like round it out. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like this doesn't quite hit the mark no matter what. And I know that Wayne said like, oh, I know people wanted like more shades, but I'm funding this myself, etc., etc. I love Wayne, but I also realize that he's been launching a lot of things. I feel like he missed the mark by not releasing a darker bronzer. Maybe it's coming this summer, but I feel like everything launches like a season before it's really to be used in both like the beauty and fashion world. So that bronzer should have come out this spring. So I'm gonna skip on this for now. I am very curious to see it. I also feel like it's gonna be too high coverage and I'm not gonna enjoy it anyway. So I'm gonna save my money and not get it for now and hope that instead of launching new products in the future, he expands the range of what he probably needs to. Okay, I am very curious about these Lethal Cosmetics Haze Plush Lip Creams. I mean, just this marketing picture looks super cute, but this says that it's available in 9 soft matte shades that never look dry and do not enhance lines. They have an uncompromising wear time with this touch-proof but not 100% smudge-proof formula. So to me, that sounds pretty perfect. I actually really liked the Ultra Satin Liquid Lip from ColourPop. If this was close to that, I would really like that. I think that these might be a little bit more matte, but I don't know. I'm not going to place an order with the brand just for these, but I would be interested in seeing some reviews and maybe purchasing in the future. Also, right now I'm looking at these colors and I'm like, do you need any of these? Do you really need any of these tones? Probably not, but it is something that makes me very curious. Okay, I have never heard of this brand. This is Base Blue Cosmetics. I don't know. There's something about this palette that is like both cute and cringy as far as the shadow pans. I know that this is going to bother a lot of people. It does maybe look like the palette is thicker too, so that's a no for me right there, but these shades look really pretty. If you want that, like, again, I feel like this is a slightly like a pastel plus. They're not as white based as a pastel, but they're like slightly muted too. You know what I'm saying? So this is your vibe. I think it could be really cute. I don't know anything about this brand. It's a little too cutesy for me. I like the outer packaging though, but I wish it wasn't quite so boxy. And it does look like it's an all matte palette. Is that right? Let's see. Oh, this says, okay, tricky. So this says it is 5 eyeshadows and 5 blushes. So what that tells me is there are colors in here that are technically maybe not safe for the eyes with the red. That's probably what it is. Now I'm definitely less interested. Like, I don't need an eyeshadow and blush palette in one. No thanks. Okay, here is another brand that I've never heard of. Be Bella Cosmetics, this Orange Squeeze collection. There is something about this that I am drawn to. I am not going to lie. I love a good orange moment. This orange and pink is giving me like summer vibes for sure. The promo like eyeshadows though are like, the looks are not, they're not giving it to me. So it's just the vibe that it's giving me. Like, I think that the cheek palette looks really cute. The eyeshadow palette totally makes me think of ColourPop. I don't know, this is sort of like my beloved ColourPop California Love palette with some pinks added and a bright orange. So I probably don't need this because I have pinks and bright orange. Like, if I took that California Love palette and I brought out Divina Tessa, and I'm sure I have a Sydney Grace orange. I probably even have a Divina orange right there. So I've talked myself out of this palette, but it is cute. The cheek palette's cute, not a need. It's intriguing. It almost got me, but not quite. Okay, let's take a peek over at Tavia on ChicProfileOfficial. You guys know I really don't do a ton of luxury. I really don't. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I have gotten a little bit more into some luxury brands, but I'm very selective. I'm very selective about what I like to use. For instance, like these Dior quads. They're so muted. Like, they're so muted. There's nothing in here. And again, a quad, or not a quad, they're quints. 5 is a quint, Kelly. Jeez. So there is nothing. There is nothing special about these to me. I'm gonna move on. Let's see, what else do we have here? Anything even interesting? All right, let's take a look at this Guerlain that is launching in mid-April. I have to say, this lipstick case, I don't know what it is about it, because it's like, okay, you know, not the small Tootsie Roll, but if you buy the like big Tootsie Roll, you know how it comes like segmented? This to me reminds me of a gold dipped Tootsie Roll, which you wouldn't think seems chic and glamorous, but this packaging does make me think of chic. Like, if I were to pull out that one on the right, the like corally shade in a gold Tootsie Roll, I think it's pretty. Nothing else in this collection even draws me in, and I'm sure for the prices, like, no thank you. I won't be getting any of this, but I just always laugh because every time I see that packaging, I think like, oh, a gold Tootsie Roll, gotta have it. All right, can we talk a minute about Char? I know I'm late to the game here. This is at the very end of this anyway, so you can feel free to leave if you don't want to hear my thoughts on this, but the Pillow Talk launches. This is something that we love to hate and hate to love, because I have the Pillow Talk liner, I have the eyeliner, I have, of course, the lip liner, I have the lipstick, I have the Pillow Talk medium beauty light wand, and I did just pick up the lighter Pillow Talk, the regular Pillow Talk beauty wand. I just couldn't resist. I swatched in store and I was like, ah. I did also get the light highlight. This one here, I believe that this model's wearing. Listen. The outer packaging, why are they not showing it here? I hate the inside of this. The inside of this just makes me want to punch Charlotte in the face for like doing this like cutesy thing. Like, this is very like, again, it feels a little Makeup Revolution-y, maybe like Physicians Formula-y, but the outside is so pretty. I'm gonna find a picture, I'll pop it here. When I got to the store and I saw it, I was like, wow, that really is pretty. That package is so pretty. The inside is kind of like, but when you swatch it, it's so pretty. I had to do it. I'm gonna be doing a video coming up soon because I got all the rosy things. I picked up all the rosy things. You'll see it soon in a try on. So these will be coming soon. But when we talk about this eyeshadow palette, so again, we're getting into those like warm, rosy, like rosy peachy tones. So this is, I decided that I was gonna get the Patrick Ta palette because I feel like that palette is like this for about the same price. Let's be honest, for about the same price, instead of just getting 4 little shadows that I feel like Charlotte Tilbury shadows perform like so-so. I'm gonna be honest. I would rather spend my money anywhere else in her line. Anywhere else. Give me a blush, give me a highlight, give me something else. The shadows are not my favorite. It's not that they're not good quality, but they're nothing special for the price. So you could get these 4 little pans, or you could get the whole Patrick Ta palette for close-ish in price. Okay, I mean, maybe not close-ish. Like, I think the Patrick Ta is 65 and this one is 53, but for a few more dollars, you can get a lot more shadows and you get multiple finishes. I also think the outer packaging is more pretty. It's probably less fingerprinty, but it's more pretty. So yeah, I just don't know. I mean, she's doing it because people keep buying it, right? Like, so again, I think it's pretty. It's nothing like inspirational, but I will say that the things that I got from the collection, I think I'm really gonna love, but you'll have to see that video for a try on video soon because all I've done is touch with my fingies. All right, that is it. That is all of my ranting and raving about the new makeup, the makeup that's maybe been out for a little while. I didn't even talk about whether or not I was gonna splurge, stalk, or save. I just ranted today. So I guess I just needed that. Thank you for listening. If you did enjoy listening to my rants, don't forget to give this video a like. Let me know down below your thoughts on any of the things that I shared, or if there's something that I need to check out. Don't forget to subscribe to see future videos, and I will see you really soon.